Hey, what's up guys? In today's video we are listing the top 5 best LG phones in 2022. Through extensive research on Amazon products, we have put together a list of options that meet the needs of different types of buyers. On our channel from 1 to 5 we have got you covered. For more information check the box down and don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now let's get started. LG Wing 5G. The LG Wing 5G is a novelty in the phone world, a bold design to get more screen real estate without folding the phone. For the most part, it's a good trade-off, giving up some camera capabilities in order to keep costs competitive with other flagship smartphones. Just don't expect it to revolutionize phones. The multi-screen software is basic and takes some time to harness effectively. But in a market of black rectangles, the LG Wing 5G is a lovely attempt to bring something new and, crucially, more affordable than its folding counterparts. Who exactly needs this phone is another question. Outside of expensive foldables, phone design has stagnated in the last few years, and most coming out these days rarely varying from an edge-to-edge glass rectangle. The LG Wing 5G is a bold exception, a phone with a front screen that swivels horizontally and upward to reveal a smaller display underneath, providing more screen real estate in a device that you can use one-handed. LG Velvet. The Velvet is LG admitting its design had become a little stale, and so the company has delivered an attractive device with curved edges that make it seem slimmer, even though the screen is the same size as the V60s. The phone has the Snapdragon 765 in Korea and the 765G in the US. Both support 5G, but as ever with LG, it's frustratingly difficult to get the phone in other countries, so you might have to import. That's a shame because there's a lot to like here with solid performance, an improved software skin and a headphone jack, even though it lacks the quad DAC of other LG phones, so the sound quality isn't quite as good. Cameras are the phone's downside, with noticeably iffy results from all lenses. The main sensor just about holds it together, but the digital zoom is not great. And the ultrawide isn't as good as we've come to expect from LG, the company who popularized the lens on phones. The LG Velvet is a mid-range 5G phone that costs a little too much, even compared to LG's high-end phones of the last year or two. Its lower power chipset does not feel a huge step down, but the rear camera array is not as versatile as we would hope for at the price. LG V40 ThinQ. The LG V40 puts photography first with 5 cameras on a single Android phone, and that gives you varying shot perspectives, whether you're taking a wide group selfie or rear-facing telephoto masterpiece. You'll love seeing the camera modes and various tricks play out on the beautiful 6.4-inch OLED screen. Though competing handsets take cleaner pictures, have longer battery life and, in many cases, are cheaper. The LG V40 ThinQ is the first phone to squeeze an outrageous 5 cameras into a single device to give you more shooting options, even if you think you already have enough photo choices. This also happens to be the perfect metaphor for LG's ambitions in a smartphone market dominated by Apple, Samsung, Huawei, and a few others. It's another option whether you think you need one or not. Luckily, the LG V40 has a few camera tricks to keep it from being an also-ran Android phone, unlike this year's unsurprising, risk-averse LG G7 ThinQ. It captures larger pixels and combines a regular, telephoto, and a super wide-angle camera in a rear 3-camera array. There's also a normal and wide-angle camera pair on the front for selfies and group selfies, respectively. You're getting 5 different perspectives from the LG V40 cameras, and several unique modes. Triple shot simultaneously snaps pictures from all 3 rear cameras, so you don't have to worry about which lens is best for a particular shot. Cine Shot allows you to create 6-second cinemagraphs to partially animate still photos. And Cine Video, first seen on the LG V30, is back to make it easier to fluidly zoom in anywhere, not just the dead center of the camera. LG G7 ThinQ. The LG G7 ThinQ is a completely unsurprising, risk-averse smartphone that's meant to be smart, not flashy. Unlike the LG V40 that just launched, it has an AI-powered camera, loud boombox speaker, and a bright 6.1-inch display. It's a reasonable, but not monumental upgrade over the LG G6. You may not immediately be wowed by any of the LG G7 specs in comparison. It doesn't have a curved OLED screen like the Samsung Galaxy S10 line, the quad-lens rear camera of the Huawei P30 Pro, or the undeniable value of the OnePlus 6T. And despite its controversial notch cutout at the top, it doesn't have Apple's fancy 3D TrueDepth camera, as seen on the iPhone XS or iPhone X. LG is emphasizing that this is a smart, not flashy, phone. As the ThinQ part of the name suggests, the company is determined to push AI onto all of its smart devices no matter how awkward the moniker sounds. The execution on this new ThinQ phone is, thankfully, a little more practical than the nomenclature. There's a dedicated AI button on the left side of the phone, and LG isn't forcing its own virtual assistant homebrew into your daily life like Samsung does with Bixby. No, this button leads to the familiar Google Assistant, and uses far-field voice recognition to better understand commands. In short, it's better than the Bixby button. LG V60 ThinQ 5G. The LG V60 is the most refined flagship we've seen from LG, and with its free dual-screen peripheral/case, 5G connectivity, and good specs, the phone stands out from its rivals. But its extra display space is clunkier in execution than foldables out there, leaving it more appealing to niche consumers. Still, as one of the more affordable 5G phones out there, the LG V60 has appeal for the average consumer, even if it doesn't outperform other flagships. LG's flagship V series of phones has traditionally been content to mimic the features, but not the extensive flash, of other leading flagship devices. That's changed with the LG V60, which has more style, and some unique features to help it stand apart from the crowd. Whether those perks are enough to give it the edge over the best phones on the market is more a matter of personal taste than a specs comparison. The LG V60 is a decent flagship in its own right, but the detachable dual screen paired with it is a novel accessory that may seriously appeal to the multitaskers, gamers, and screen fiends of the world. For these users, the LG V60 meets a need for more screen space at a relatively affordable price, although there are compromises compared to the seamless screens on foldable phones. Go in with measured expectations, though, and the V60 is a capable phone that's great for enjoying media.